Hey, Keller Williams, it's your favorite tech trainer, Bren Brewer, and today I'm bringing you a video and we're going over Docusign and Zipforms. So stay tuned, you're not going to want to miss this exciting linking endeavor into signing software. Have a great day, stay tuned. So when you're logged into Command, can y'all hear me now too? Everybody, thumbs up if you can hear me. Yep, okay. So click on your settings. Your name at the top right, click on settings, and the first application that comes up should be Docusign. It should say connected. If you're not connected, speak up so we can get you connected right now. Is everybody connected? Yeah? Okay, we're going to move on. If you're not connected, let me know. We're going to go back over to opportunities. It's the two handshaking on the left-hand side. If you have an opportunity, you can go into that. If you don't, just create a test one if you want. I'm going to go into a listing just so that you guys can see that once you go into documents here, then you can start a transaction or go to transaction. If you've already started a transaction, this will say go to. But if you have not gone and started a transaction inside of your opportunity, click that or click go to. So I'm going to click go to transaction. It's going to take me into my Docusign room. I'm going to go ahead and sign in to Docusign. And if you guys have not signed in, it may make you send a code to your cell phone. This has taken me straight into the documents section of a transaction room. We have details, documents, people, envelopes, messages, and history. In the details section, if you fill all of this information out, and don't look at mine, I don't have it filled out, but if you get all of this information filled out by clicking the edit button, it's blue in the top right, then your documents, when you go to add them, will pre-populate. Everybody on the same page? Thumbs up if you're okay, if we're all on the same page. Okay. All right. Under your documents tab, this is where you'll have all of your documents, and then these little side words, I would call them, are called folders inside of your documents tab. So what I've done is everybody comes pre-populated here with room docs tab. I've created a new tab by clicking add. No, I didn't. Actions and then add folder. And you can create any kind of folder you want inside of your Docusign room. So if you have some documents that maybe are signed by one side of the transaction, but not the other, you can create a folder that's a need signature folder so that you can put all the documents there that need signature still and put it in there. I also have made a signed folder so that I know that these documents are signed when I go to attach them to my command documents so that I can submit to the Market Center. All right, so that we've gone over details, documents, the people tab. This is all the people associated with your transaction. KW admin, Lorraine, me, Nicole, and Houston Premier Service, which is Mary. These should all be auto adds to your room. Don't worry. We're supposed to be in there in case you need some help. So if you need to add more people, like I've done, I've added my clients. You just click invite. You type in their email address, put in their name, pick which side of the transaction they're on, list side, buy side, or both. Or you can even show this as a refi. And then pick their room role. They can be the owner, the client, or a vendor. And then click invite. I've already got all the people in this room that I need, so I'm not going to click invite, but you can click invite if you're working in a live transaction. I'm in the middle of a training. be like an hour. Excuse me, y'all. And then we've got envelopes, which is where you're going to put your documents when you're ready to get them signed. You can click over here. An envelope, we'll think of this as like when you have documents in a room, an envelope is in the room. You have to put your documents in the envelope and hand it to people to sign it. So nothing's going to get signed unless you put the documents in an envelope and send it to them for signatures. So we need to get documents signed. We need to add with the plus button, new. It's going to give you a document, envelope name, excuse me. You can add documents from your room. So any of these you can click and it will add the documents from your room into your envelope. You can add the recipients from room participants. And then you just click whoever needs to sign anything and click add selected, and it will add them to the envelope for documents to be signed. You can even here change your email subject line when it sends to them for signatures and put an email message into this little box so that it will send them to your clients and you can tell them what they're signing. If you need to go back and add documents to your room, you would click save and close here, which I should add a document real quick. I'm going to add this. Okay, so I've added a document here. I'm going to click next because I only put myself as a signer. And my document comes up and it needs to be signed. Over here in the top left, I have myself, and if there were any other signers in this room, they would show up here and they would be different colors. I can drag and drop fields onto this document that are signing fields. I'm not going to do those there, but every signer that you have will show up in this little drop-down box, and they'll be different colors so you can distinguish whose signature you're putting on your document. You can drag initials, the date they've signed, their name, email, company, title, and then you can even scroll down a little further and do a text checkbox drop down, drawing, formula, attachment, note, approve or decline. Once you have what you need in here, so I didn't even fill this out, so I'm going to put company here and signature and date. I just drag and dropped. And then if I had put my clients as recipients on here, I would have put their names here, and then I can put little check boxes because my clients are the sellers and I want Bren to fill that out. After I'm done here, I'm ready for signatures. Then I can either click preview, which shows me a preview. I can see what it's going to look like on the computer, what's going to look like to my clients, what it's going to look like on a tablet, and also what it might look like on a cell phone. When I'm done with this preview, I click the X in the top right corner. If I think everything looks good, I can go ahead and click send, or if I need to make changes, I can do that now. I think everything looks good, so I'm going to click send. And we are done with that envelope. One thing when it comes back, your completed envelopes are going to show up as green after everyone's signed. Something that you've deleted is going to show up red, and if you still need signatures on it, it's going to show up blue. I'm going to go back to the Documents tab, and there was a couple things I wanted to show you. How to add documents for one. You would click the blue plus for add button. You can add documents from your computer, which is just like it says. You can find documents on your computer and put them in your Docusign, and they just upload right into it. You can add documents from your Docusign forms. And we have a Docusign forms library in the top drop-down box. And then we have 3 libraries here. You can choose from Houston, Keller Williams, or Texas Association of Realtors. If you just want to add one form, this is a great way to go. If you want to add a whole list of forms, I suggest you click in the top box, click the group, Docusign Forms group, and then Lorraine has been so great and put all the documents in here we would need for a listing lease, a listing sale, the closing portion of a sale, and the closing portion of a lease. So if you click on listing for sale, if you have a new listing, it pulls in all the documents that Lorraine is going to require you to submit. You're going to click select all and then click add, and those are going to add to your room. I'm going to cancel because I have these in my my room already. Any questions so far? Everybody good? Know where we are?
I would love it if you would go over that again of how you got to that group of documents to get it into the room.
Okay, so you click the blue add button with the plus on it. Click Docusign Forms. And then in the top drop-down box, you click Docusign Forms Group. And then in the second drop-down box, there's listing for sale, listing for lease, closing for sale, closing for lease. You can click whichever one. Yeah, you're welcome. You can click them, select all, and then add. We also have the ability to add in forms from ZipForms. If you have it linked, which I do not right now, you can pull in your ZipForms. You'll have to link your ZipForm and then also link your room to a transaction in ZipForms. And then you can also add documents from your Google Drive account. You would have to give permission to which account you want Docusign transaction rooms to be able to see. Click allow. And then you can pull up documents from your Google Drive account and add them straight into your room. I'm going to cancel that. Also here you can export a summary, add a folder, remove a task list, review a task list, close room, or leave room. Also, before we leave and go into ZipForms, I want to show you a couple things in settings. You're going to click either your picture or your initials in the top right. So up here, say your initials or your picture. I want you to click on integrations and make sure that your username and password is filled out for ZipForms here. Mine is wrong. I need to change that. And if you make sure you have your NRDS ID information in here. If you do not, this needs to be filled out before you can get any documents into your Docusign by using Docusign Forms. This is what gives you access to the documents, this number right here. Do not enter anything into this NWMLS member ID information. This is nothing to do with us. This is a different MLS. We are in HAR, not NWMLS. And below that, we have cloud storage settings. If you have a Dropbox, you'd rather use Dropbox or Box instead of Google Drive, just toggle those on, enter your account information, and you're good to go. Everybody have their NRDS information filled out? Yes? No? We good? All right. I'm going over to ZipForms now. Y'all ready? Okay. So this is texasrealestate.com. This is where you log into Texas Association of Realtors. You'll click, there should be a button here that says log in. You'll click log in. Once you've logged in, there should be a blue button next to your name that says ZipForm, and you'll click that. And this benefit is free to all Texas Association of Realtor members. So you'll click your ZipForm, and you should be taken to a dashboard. Once you get into your dashboard, you have dashboard, forms, transactions, templates, doc, inbox, tasks, contacts, partners, shop, and help. Then you have tools, new, import, and view RPR. If you got my little template file in the email the other day, you'll click templates and then click import, browse for a file, and pull that file in here. And it should show up these two templates that I sent you. If you didn't get those templates and you want them, put a note in the comments and I'll send them to you later. Also, in your settings, we need to go to settings, click on your me name, click profile and settings, and we need to hook our Docusign to our ZipForm. So we'll click on me, settings, and then when you get to this part, you'll click on settings again. From there, you'll click on Docusign, and there should be a button that says link Docusign account. You'll click that. You'll enter your Docusign name and password, username and password, and click link. And then you'll have your Docusign linked, and you can use that for signing instead of the digital ink. Everybody on the same page? Anybody have a question so far? Everybody knows how to get into ZipForms. Good. All right.
Yeah.
So from your dashboard, you can see there's a lot of reports here, and you can customize these later. You can create a new transaction, or you can come up here and go to transactions. You can click the plus button to create a new transaction. But right now we are going to go to templates, and I want to show you how to create a template. So you'll go to new, and it's a template for a listing, a purchase, a lease, or a lease listing. Any four of these, you can make your own template. I've already done a listing and a purchase offer, so I'm going to do a lease. It's a residential. This tenant side, I can't even remember. And then I'm not going to automatically apply this to new transactions because I want to pick which template I want to apply. I'm going to click save. Once that template is made, I click on all forms over here. And then I should have these libraries up here where it says form libraries. I should have all of these: HAR, Texas Real Estate Commission, NAR, and Texas Realtors. Some people have this Cinch Home Services. If you have it, it's okay. I have it too. So what I want you to do is click on all and then search tenant. And then add the buyer tenant representation agreement. That adds that right into your ZipForm template. I can click on it. I can fill it out. Put in the address. Should go straight in there. Put my phone number in. And then everything that I fill out in here, I can click save, and this will stay filled out in my template. So you can go through here and fill out all the stuff that you might want to have in here every single time, like intermediary status, whatever you charge as commission. You can click that and type it in there, and then make sure before you leave this page that you click save. This save right here on the far left under back. And then it will save all that information in there for you. Once you have your template in place and you're ready to use it, go to transactions, click new transaction, and you can click from any or choose from any of these. And if you've already created a template, which we have, and I'm going to say this is 123 Main Street, and so say it's residential, and then I am going to apply my Keller Williams templates that I have. Click Save. And then when I come into my transaction, I come to a summary page. And if I click on my documents page, all those documents from that template are there for me and should be filled out. The only thing I have to do is fill out my name, especially if you got these from me. So it's not going to have your name here, but you can go in the template and fill that out. Everybody on the same page on templates? Any questions? Anybody need these templates? Yes. Amber. All right. Can you put a note in the chat box? Do you know how to get to the chat box? If you click right here, this is where you put a chat. And you'll see this little chat box. That's where you'll put a chat. Just say, I need it, and I will send it to you. So anyway, we have all that. Is there any questions anybody has from here? Nope. None at all. Everybody is
I
super.
have a question.
Okay.
So every time, so for example, if I have a client that wants to submit an application for one property, but gets denied or decides to make another application to another property, do I have to change that, or do I have to make a new file for that property?
So what I usually do is do not fill, if it's a lease person on the application, I usually have them fill that out, but don't fill out the address on the very
Okay.
top. Yeah.
Okay.
And that way you can use the same application and just type the address on there every time for whichever property you're using.
But don't change it on like the file.
Yeah, so like on the original one that you give them to sign, just do not fill the address in on that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then you'll have it, you can save it as a PDF and you can change it, you know.
Got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So and I'm sorry if you've already said this because I was a little late, but so if you go to ZipForms and you make the template and then you download it and you put it into Docusign, is that correct?
No, you cannot download this template into Docusign. The only thing you can do is link your ZipForms to your Docusign and pull it over.
Oh, okay. And then
Yeah.
so we put all of our text into ZipForms and we don't then change anything in Docusign. Is that correct or no?
So that's what I would do right now because a lot of people have been having a lot of issues with Docusign.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one.
So what I would suggest is,
Make
you know,
everything zip file.
do everything in ZipForms because ZipForms is awesome and they don't have as many glitches. And then when you get to the point where you're ready to make a opportunity in command, then make your opportunity in command, start your transaction, and then go into DocuSign and connect your transaction that's in ZipForms to your DocuSign transaction, and then you can pull those documents into command.
It'll just upload it from Docusign.
Mm-hmm. Because you can click add here and then click ZipForm, and you can pull it in from your ZipForms. I've got to go link mine somehow. And some people have been having some problems with linking their ZipForms. If you're having an issue, let me know. We can do a one-on-one, like a Google Meet like this, or if everybody's having an issue, we can do more. But I think if you know your username and password, which I should go show y'all where that is. That's in the settings, profile and settings in ZipForms, and then sign in and security. Your username is right here under sign in and security under the settings. Yours is probably your name and then some weird long number. Most people's are this weird long number behind their name. If it's that, change it to your Keller Williams email address because otherwise it's going to be really hard to get your ZipForm and your DocuSign to connect. Everybody got that? All right. If you don't know your password, do not reset it here. Log out of DocuSign or log out of ZipForms completely and use the forgot password on the login screen to reset your password. Otherwise, if you use this reset password, you have to enter your current password. And if you don't know, it's not going to work for you. All righty. So let's go back to our dashboard. We have transactions. I'm going to go back into the transaction I had just created. We have a summary page. We have a parties page. And under the parties, we can add our buyers in here, sellers, listing agents, selling agents, buyers, lender, escrow officer, attorneys, anybody that's a party to this transaction or may need to see documents, put them in here. There's documents tab where we just added from our templates. If you need a document signed, let's do information about brokerage services. We're going to click the documents in the left-hand square of each document that we want signed. We're going to click e-sign. New. Click the document, sorry. And then click close. Click next. And click on the person we want to sign this. I guess I'm going to send this to Gail. She's the only one I have in there. You may need to go make parties first before you try to send documents. Let me do that real quick. I'll add myself as the buyer. Make sure you have your parties in here with their email addresses, or it will not send them anything, will not even let you get very far as sending for signatures. Let me go back. I click the document, click e-sign, click new document, click close. Have my document here that I want to sign. If you have more than one document, you can click this little arrow and drag and drop to reorder the documents. Click next. I'm going to click Bren to sign, or whoever I need to sign. You can also change the signing order if there's more than one signer by clicking this arrow and dragging them around. I'm going to click next. And then it's going to bring us to the screen that we see in our Docusign envelope room, which is similar to when we're using Docusign, but we are still in Zipforms. As you can see, same here. We have our signers. We have our fields. I can scroll down and pull my fields over, and it's exactly the same as what we learned in Docusign of how to sign our documents. If I like the way that looks, I'm going to press send. And it's going to go, and it's going to show me that I have a signature packet once I press close. I've created a signature packet is what it's called in Zipforms. In Docusign, it's called an envelope. In Zipforms, it's called a signature packet. I go back to my list, go back into 123 Main Street. I can click history, and it shows me Bren Brewer has sent signature packet 1 for e-signatures using Docusign. So this is going to be the history of your transaction and everything you've done. There's also a checklist tab. If you have things you need to do, you can put these in a checklist. You can create a new checklist, and then you can just add things that you need to do, like get this document signed, send this over to the buyer's agent, send earnest money to the title company, things like that. You can put that in here and check them off one by one as you get them done. There's a notes tab, which you can keep notes on the file. You can press the plus button, create a new note, click save and notify. It will go to the parties that you want it to when you put their email address in here. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to click cancel. Of course, there's the e-sign tab, which we just looked at, and we have our signature packet in process, our history tab, and the marketplace tab. And these are things that you may be able to integrate into Zipforms if you have them. So like your Google Contacts or your Google Calendar or your MailChimp, things like that. These are integrations. And that's pretty much it. Is there any questions? That's like a quick start guide to Zipforms and Docusign. Do you know how to put your Docusign documents into command? Yes? Does everybody know how to do that? You ought to know how to do that. That's how you get paid. Yes or no?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to put our ZipForm documents into our Docusign, and then we're going to put our Docusign documents into Command so that we don't have to download anything to our computer and upload anything to Command. So let me go to a test opportunity.
So I had a question about ZipForms. If you have somebody, and I noticed you're on ZipForms Plus. Are we supposed to be on ZipForms Plus or just ZipForms?
This is whatever came with the Texas Association of Realtors. All I did was log in and press the blue ZipForm button.
Okay. So my question is will it email us or something whenever our clients have signed the document when we send it to them, like .loop does?
Yes.
Okay.
It will email you. Honestly, what I like about ZipForms, it'll tell you when the clients have opened it to view the documents.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, and DocuSign will do the same thing, and then it will also tell you when it's completed.
Okay.
So I like that. I like to know they opened it because sometimes you'll send them something and you're like, did you even see that? Yeah. So anyway, let's go add a document to Command from there just to make sure you guys know how to do that. So we're going to go to the information about brokerage services. We click add a file. You can do it manually or through DocuSign. These are the only two integrations I have right now. You may still have .loop, but I do think they're going to remove that eventually. It appears you do not have permission to view this room. If you're in a team opportunity and you don't have permission, then this is what that's going to say. Because I'm in a team opportunity. Let me go back. Here we go. 1 second, documents. All right, let me add some more documents. Okay, so I haven't even started a transaction. So let me start a transaction here. And did you guys notice the big change that happened in Command this week? Laura did. Anybody else?
Yes.
What was it?
Me, Fernanda.
I know. What was the change?
And the was the commission. You don't
Yes.
have 2 steps anymore.
Nope, there's not 2 tabs anymore. The offers and commissions tabs are now the same. I'm going to go over that in just a minute. So here's our documents. We're going to add a file from DocuSign. And I have no documents in there. Let me go to my transaction and make sure I have a document. So have you guys used that new use the new commissions tab yet? Anybody used it? No? Did y'all not really notice it? Only a couple people noticed that it even changed. All right, so here I'm back in here. I'm going to add a file. I'm going to click DocuSign. And then I'm going to come down here and look for my information about brokerage services, or I can search. And I guess I didn't pull that over. So I'm just going to pretend like that's what this is. Click Assign. And then there you have it, your document pulled in from DocuSign. And if you have your ZipForms connected to your DocuSign, it's just as seamless. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the offers and commissions tab. I was so crazy busy yesterday. I have not had any time to even look at this, but I do think now you can terminate an offer. So once you have an offer, you're going to click Add New Offer, Initial Offer, Create Offer. The offer date, put that in, and the close date, click Parties, put everybody in here. All the little red asterisks are required, so put that in there before you move on. Click Terms. You have to put in the cash and the finance amount. And that is all. Click Agent Analysis and then click Save. If you want to fill all that out, you can. But now I have this offer in here, and I'm going to click Accept this offer. And this is where the change has come. Once I clicked accept offer, this manage commission button pops up. Everybody see that? You used to have to go to the other tab and go into commission, but now you're going to manage your commission straight off of this offer that you made. You're going to click manage commission, and then it's going to bring you to the same page that looks like the commissions tab did before, kind of. Does this look like to y'all? Look the same? Similar? The only difference is you're going to manage your commission and edit everything inside one tab. So I'm going to go back to offers because I don't want this commission. This is wrong. I accepted the wrong offer. So I'm going to go back to offers. I'm going to click change response. This says changing the response of this offer will clear out any dates you have for estimated closing date or closing date in your opportunity details. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. And then I'm going to add another offer. This is going to be Joe's offer. I'm fine with those dates. I'm filling in all the offer information. And Joe has a better offer on this property that I'm going to accept instead of the one that I got. Do y'all see that? There's two offers. So I can accept or reject either one. I'm going to reject this one and accept this one. My managed commission pops up. That information has changed. So you can go in and change that yourself. You can edit all this information. You can edit your agent payment. And that is all the same on this page as it used to be. It's just from the offers and commissions tab into one instead of two different tabs. Any questions on this? Nothing? Any ZipForms questions or Docusign questions, or anybody need help linking anything?
I have a question. Oh,
Sorry, go ahead.
I got in a little late into the meeting, so I just wanted to know, like the ZipForm Plus and the Docusign, are those two different services, I guess, or is it all integrated in one?
So Docusign comes with your Keller Williams when you join Keller Williams.
Okay.
ZipForms comes to every Texas Association of Realtor member.
Mhm.
The two link together. And so what I was showing you guys was how to link them together and get your ZipForms into your Docusign and then put your Docusign documents into your command opportunity, because a lot of people have been having some major issues with Docusign the last couple of weeks. So if we just kind of use Docusign as a go-between right now until it gets better, ZipForms is the most reliable right now. And then we can use ZipForms to transfer our documents from Docusign into command. It's basically.
Okay, so they both function to do the same thing, or one does
So they're both Docusign is more of a software signing, like a signing software, whereas
Okay.
ZipForms is more of a transaction management software where you can manage the whole transaction.
Okay.
So, but you can use Docusign inside of ZipForms to get your documents signed.
Oh, okay. And this is just a general question. Why was it changed from .loop to this?
So basically, what I've heard through the grapevine is, and I don't know for sure because I am on nobody's, email list where they give me that information. But from what I heard is because Zillow bought out .loop, and they would not sign something to the effect that they would not sell our information or the information we put into their software system, that they were going to sever that connection. I don't know if that's true. I have no idea of knowing if that's true or not, but that's just what I've heard. And so what I've heard is that Gary Keller likes to keep our information safe. Anything he integrates with command, they must sign something like that where they won't sell off our information.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So my question was about, I know when we put when we put information, I think it's in the offers and commissions tab, when we put information where we're under contract and we're going to close, and we go ahead and have all that information in there for a file, it'll tell us how close we are to clapping. Is there anywhere else we can get that information, and or
Okay, so I think that is still in here under manage commission. Is this what you're talking about?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just wanted to, like, I guess if we just want to know where we're at when we're not closing a file, we can just do the same thing. Because, I mean, I just like to keep tabs on that.
So I think you can go to my KW, and just because eEdge went away doesn't mean our reports went away. So we can still go into mykw.kw and click this reports button right here.
Okay.
And so I think there's a report in there that does that. I'm not completely sure because mine's going to have nothing on it because I don't have any. But I mean, you can click reports, click associate, and click close transaction list, or probably one of these. Is this kind of what you were looking for?
Yeah, and I know I look at my multi-year trends. But yeah, I can look at that again because I don't know how quickly that's updated.
I think monthly.
Okay.
I think these are all updated monthly.
Okay.
And I think once Mary submits, like when she has transmittal, I think that's when these are updated.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome. Anybody else?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
On Zipforms, if you have two applicants filling out an application, and it was my first time, so I didn't know, I just kept editing it back and forth to their information. Is there any way that I can have two applications to where I could just send it and they sign, and I don't have to put his information and then have to take his out and put hers and then send it, if that makes sense?
You should be able to. Let me go to the documents and look.
Maybe I just didn't upload two lease applications. That was probably my fault that I didn't upload two, and I just sent one and then went back to it and edit it and send it again.
So on this particular on Zipforms, you're going to put residential lease application number 1 and residential lease application number 2.
Okay.
And then if you have more people, there's more, depending on how many applicants there are. And I think these say these are for the agent to fill out. Do you see how it says agent next to them?
Yeah.
These are made for the applicant to fill out.
Okay.
So what you're going to want to do is do these, and then Zipforms only lets you put one document in that's called the same thing. So they've gone in here and put residential lease application number 1 and residential lease application number 2. So they're not called the same thing.
Okay. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? We're like 15 minutes ahead of schedule today.
Hey, Bren, I got a question.
Uh-huh.
The form that we use for the referrals, it's one of our sources of income. We've got a 3-section form on the KW, actually 4-section on the KW portal there. Is that the same thing that does in Command? And then the second part of that question is this referral form in Docusign as part of the Market Center.
Let me look. I'm going to look and see if
I don't know if you can see it, but it's just the referral.
Yeah, let me see if it's in there. Referral information form. Is that what it's called?
Yep, there we go. There it is. Okay, great.
It is in Docusign. I don't know if it's in Zipforms. You may have to put it in Zipforms. Let's look. Because in Zipforms, I do not have a library for KW at all, like our market center. Right. I'm working on that. I'm working on getting one in there. So, but that referral form is going to be for just our market center. So that's not going to be in Zipforms. If you want it in Zipforms, you're going to have to upload a PDF of it.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then, is it the same? Let's look at it. I think it is the same of what you just showed me. Yep. It's exactly the same.
Great.
Yep. So 2 things to remember. when you're in either DocuSign or ZipForms, if you fill out the details section completely in DocuSign or in ZipForms, because there's a summary section, which is pretty much the same as the details section of DocuSign, your information will auto-populate for you, and it'll make filling out your documents a lot quicker. Let me go back to command, and we're going to look at referrals, Jason. Here it is. So I have not used the referral section. Anybody use the referral section at all? Me neither. I don't have any referrals to give, so.
But I was wondering if it's the same exact information as the form, because it seems so simplistic on command.
Well, I clicked send referral to this lady that's in my command, and is this similar information to what's on the form?
You know, it is. It's just it seems really condensed, but it should work fine. I mean, if it's
and then it's all in command, and command will keep track of it for you.
Finding document, that's great. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else?
I have a question. I had a listing and I had all the documents on .loop signed, but we had a form to exclude from MLS because the client was not ready to list yet. Do I have to get her to re-sign everything on DocuSign, or can I just like PDF it and upload it somehow?
Yeah, you can just save that as PDFs and upload it into command, because you have the option in your documents to upload manually in command.
Okay.
Did you see that when I went over it, and would you like me to show you?
Can you show me real quick? I'm sorry.
Sure can. No, it's no problem. Mine is going slow, man. All right, so you go into your opportunity, you click on documents, you click add a file, and then you will do it manually, and you'll browse here on your computer for the PDF version.
Oh, okay.
And then you just click on which one you want and put it in there, and then click assign.
Okay.
And then it'll put that document in there. And then I don't know if you guys know, but you can totally click on these blue names of the files that you uploaded, and you can see what you uploaded.
Okay.
And then you can make sure, oh, shoot, that one's not signed, and then you can upload the right one if you got the wrong one in there. Bruce, I will be uploading this video to YouTube later, and it'll be in the Facebook group and probably my Facebook business page, LinkedIn, Twitter, wherever y'all are at, it's probably going to be there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Did I answer everybody's questions that were in the chat? Yes, Laura, use the same email as your DocuSign in ZipForms. All right. Anybody else? Do you all know
what to ask yet?
Was that confusing? Why we're going to ZipForms?
I don't even know, because I've never used either one. So I'm just writing everything down I can and
so we're kind of
figure it out.
We're just using right now. I'm just using DocuSign as a middleman to get the documents into command. So we're doing all the work in ZipForms, transferring the documents, and I would only transfer my signed documents. That way, when you're in ZipForms, your documents that are signed, only those go into DocuSign. And then when you try to upload your documents into command, you only see the signed documents, and you're not trying to sort through everything that was just a blank form or signed by one person or that kind of thing. Does that make sense?
No.
No?
Because no, I thought you said DocuSign was the place where we get the form signed, not in ZipForms.
No, ZipForms is where you're going to do all your work. You're going to do all your transaction, like filling out the forms. You can do it in either one, but DocuSign has been having a lot of glitches. Get with me, Laura. We'll do a one-on-one so I can help you, because I'm pretty sure you're not linked. You know what I'm
Okay,
talking about?
thanks.
I'm pretty sure you're
Yeah.
not linked all the
Okay.
accounts. But basically, if you're having glitches in Docusign, use Zipforms for all your filling out your contracts, all your signing, and all that kind of stuff. Only move your signed documents into your Docusign. And that way, when you go to add your files to command, when it pulls up from Docusign, it's only your signed documents, and you're not trying to scroll through there seeing through the documents that aren't signed and the empty documents. Carrie, I can add you on there if Laura doesn't mind. Carrie wanted to be in on our training. Okay. So anyway, we can get you all linked up if y'all need to. If you can do it yourself, great. If you have run into a problem or a snag, let me know. I've helped multiple people get their Docusign synced to their Zipforms and back into command. So just let me know. Did someone just say something? Somebody said something. Somebody
Can I
raised
be in
their
on
hand.
that training too, Ramona Singer?
Oh, sure, Ramona.
I'm in
So,
Phoenix, so
well, you're gonna have to be
I'll be on
at
Central
whatever
Time.
time. Yeah,
Yeah,
you'll have to
Central
get
Time.
on Central Time. I'm gonna.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm hosting y'all's meeting on Thursday.
Yeah, I have that on my calendar too.
Okay, I'll see you Thursday then. So let me write down who wants on there. It's Ramona, Carrie, Laura. Anybody else need help with the linking while you have me now? You can always book me later if you need to. I have a link in the bottom of my email that goes out. You can click on that and you can request an appointment with me if you need.
When are y'all doing the one-on-one?
We did not do, we didn't, hash that out yet.
Oh, okay, I would be interested.
Okay. And your name says Gilberto. Is
No, it's actually, I'm under my husband's.
Okay.
It's Roxana Saldana.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anybody else? Bruce wants in? All right. Looks like we might need to have another class where we just 15 minutes go through and link our things. I have time right now if y'all want to stay on. Do y'all want to stay on and do that right now? Do y'all have time?
Yeah, let's stay on.
Okay.
Sure.
If you
That's good.
don't want to stay on, you're more than welcome to go. If you want to stay on, I'm going to let Laura share her screen. Does she not want to share her screen? Does anybody want to volunteer to share their screen?
I'm fine with that.
Okay, cool. All right, and that way you can show us what you're looking at and we can help you.
Okay. How do I do that?
And I'm actually having problems getting into my screen and this call. So
really?
Yeah, it's I something went wrong with my computer a few days ago, and I went to like a Geek Squad kind of thing, and they reset things, and now it all looks very different.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have my own screen up there, to do it as we walk through.
Okay.
I know. Right. What do you do with that?
Well, you know what? I'm recording this, but I usually don't put this when I help people and they show their screens. I usually don't put that on YouTube. But I can definitely help you one-on-one when you get your computer going.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try. Yeah, it's so weird. It doesn't give me like another little link to pop this up when I put my other command screen up.
Okay.
Or whatever, another blank screen.
Okay, Laura, let's help you. I want you to hover your mouse over the screen, and then a white bar will pop up. At the bottom of that white bar on the far right side, it says Present Now. Click that, and then click Entire Screen. Once you click that, another box is going to pop up. In that box, you click what you want to share, and then click Share.
What do I want to share? I'm sorry. I have not done the Zipforms thing yet.
Okay, that's fine. That's what we're going to do. I think that's what everybody wants to see.
Okay.
So,
so
click. Do you have two screens? Do you have two screens?
Share your entire screen, and then there's a little box in there.
Mm-hmm. So click on share
my share button is grayed out.
Yeah, you have to click on the screen that you want to share.
Okay.
And then click share. There you go.
Sorry, never done this before.
It's no problem. All right, now we want to go to a new tab because we don't want to see ourselves.
Right.
And we want to go to, or you need to link your.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, muted her. Do you want to link your ZipForms first? What do you want to do? Let's go to your ZipForms first. So go to texasrealestate.com. And then click log in next to that blue ZipForm button. And
I'm not sure this is right.
well, just try it.
Linda's not here.
Oh no.
Okay, let's try her other email address.
Yay, save that so you remember it.
Yeah, I did.
All right. All right, click on the blue ZipForm button.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then once you get in there, once it loads, it's going slow for you too, but we're on the same internet, so.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got to renew your license. Click yes. Good thing we did this because y'all would have had this pop up because I didn't have this pop up. So click continue. So ZipForms gives you a license, but you have to renew it every year. And I don't know why they do that, but I mean, it's a free account, but you still have to renew the license. So good thing you did that. And because I forgot that happened.
Yeah. So then X this off?
Yes. Click the X. Oh, scroll all the way down. You want all that stuff. Or you can remove it if you don't want it, but I wanted all that stuff.
That's Linda's job.
All right, click X. This is trying to get you to buy other products. Also, I was talking in the Facebook group the other day with somebody. I can't remember who I was going back and forth with, but the mobile edition of ZipForms is not included. It is extra purchase, but if you're using a Chrome browser, when you're out in the field, you can click in the top 3 dots of your browser and click desktop site, and it kind of tricks ZipForms into thinking you're using a computer and not the mobile version. So just a little hack there for when you're out in the field. Okay, so here you're going to click on Me, M-E, top middle-ish right there. Click on Profile and Settings. And then click on Settings. Let's check your settings first. And then we're going to change your... So do you see the settings? No. It's in the gray bar. So there's a dark blue bar and there's a gray bar. So settings in the gray bar.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Did it go? Or is it just going slow?
I clicked it.
Okay, well, let's go to sign in and security first then. We'll check that in a minute. Yours is not clicking, is it? There we go. So we got offices, but we don't have sign in and security. What's the deal? All right. So click log out. So click your name or click me and then click log out and let's go back in. What browser are you using?
Google Chrome.
Okay, just making sure. All right, so go back into ZipForms and let's see if it'll work this time. Okay, click the Me at the top. Click Profile and Settings. And then let's try to click Settings. There we go. Now we're going to log in. We're going to click on the round circle to the left of the word Docusign. And then you're going to link existing Docusign account. This is going to be whatever you use. Like, I think it's your KW email address. Nope, it's a KW email address.
Are you sure?
Yep. You have to use the KW email address inside of command. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are we going to get it? Uh-oh. You think it's that one? It's not going to hook to you. This is not going to hook to command for you if you don't use the KW email address. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So it's not going to do you any good to hook this one up.
Oh, well.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, so I've got to sign up for a different Docusign account with Linda's other email address.
Have you not connected? We should have started here first. Click X right there. Click X. Have you not connected Docusign inside of command?
Yes, I have.
Well, go click your, let's open a new tab and go to command. So whatever email address you used inside of command, which should have been your Keller Williams email address, is what you use.
Okay, hang on.
I don't know why everybody uses incognito. You don't have to use incognito browsers.
You don't?
No.
We were told to do that.
You don't have to, though.
Oh. Well, you need to tell everybody that then.
I don't want to. I'm just going to let them figure it out.
We have been told in numerous classes to do that.
Yes.
But I'm not sure that they were KW classes.
I mean, you know what? If it works for you, do it. If it doesn't work for you, just use a regular tab. I mean,
I don't do incognito because, as you can see, I do nothing that.
Look,
technical.
It's Linda at kw.com.
It's Linda at strategicmovesrealty.com.
Are you sure that's the Docusign you have it connected?
Yeah, I just connected it right before class.
Oh, okay. Then let's do it.
Okay. So go back.
What's funny about that is I need to make sure that you're in Docusign because I don't think you are.
What do you,
I mean, understand. On my end, on an admin level, I don't know. Just keep going. Go back over to Zipforms. Link existing Docusign. And you're sure that's the account that you connected?
Yes.
All right. It should click that little gray button there. It's going to send you an email. It's going to send you a code in her email.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me get her. Where?
It's back on Zipforms.
Oh.
So link existing Docusign account. I guess it went away. It's going to give you it just came another code. There we go. 134820. It's 134820. Accept. Click accept. All right. Now we have linked Docusign to ZipForms. Now we have to go and link ZipForms inside of our
Hey,
Docusign.
Dan, real quick on this page where Laura is right now. If you scroll down, you can do autosave and a couple other little features. Anything on there you'd recommend?
Scroll down. Set default landing page. I don't know. You're going too fast for me. Choose the default. Hold on. This is just gonna be whatever,
Preference.
Yeah, preferences to you. What you like done on your documents. So that's just gonna be your preferences. All right. Now, scroll back up, Laura. We got to go to your sign in and security settings. Click save here. Click save first. Click save first. That would have been terrible to do all of that and not click save, right?
Yes.
We could have been in the bad news. Okay, click sign in and security. Okay, see your username. We want to change that username right there to the username that you signed up for Docusign with, which is the email that you signed up for Docusign with. Okay, click save. Scroll down and let's make sure we don't need to change anything else on this page. All right, we're good. Okay, so that has been changed. So now we are going to log out. See where the me is? We're going to log out. Click OK. I want you to go to a new tab and go type in rooms.docusign.com. Is everybody doing this with us or y'all just watching?
I'm taking lots of notes.
Okay. Sign in.
Doing it with.
Okay, good. Is everybody's had the same things going on with theirs? Like you had the same username and all that good stuff? Okay. Click the LJ in the top right circle button. It's gray. Click preferences. Click integrations. Left blue button on the bottom. And see how that's in there. So whatever password is in there, we cannot change it for some reason. Okay, so that's why we have to go back over to the ZipForm and change the password, because the password is what the password is in ZipForms. I have no idea what the password is.
It's the same.
Hey, Bren.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Can you go back real quick? I just got signed on to Docusign.
Okay, so you're going to click the top right initials or picture. It's a circle.
Here.
Mm-hmm. And then you're going to click preferences.
Gotcha.
And then click integrations on the bottom left blue button.
Integrations, bottom left blue button.
Okay. My ZipForm password and my Docusign password are the same thing.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then just let's go to go to the rooms button at the top. Let me stop right there. If your ZipForms password and your Docusign passwords are not the same, then you need to go back to ZipForms, click forgot password, and reset your ZipForms password to be the same as your Docusign password.
Okay, I think that's what I need to do.
Does that make sense? Okay, so let's go into a room here. Can we go into one of your rooms?
Like this is a room?
Yeah.
These must be ones that she played with.
Maybe.
These are not current.
Yeah, click Documents. And then click Add. It's a blue button on the right side. And
Sorry,
then
I don't know this screen yet.
No, that's fine. Click ZipForm. It should pop up for you to put your username and password in. Your password is not the same. You have to go to ZipForm and change your password. So
it is though.
It's not.
Okay, so how do I do this?
So where's your ZipForm tab that we just logged out, or did you close it?
Here.
Okay, so log out where it says hi Linda, click your name and click log out. On this, type in ZipForms in the search bar. Right under type in ZipForms right there. Enter. Click on the first option right there where it says ZipForms. First search result. Do you see it?
It's coming.
Oh, okay. Your mouse didn't move for me. So don't type anything in there at all. Take that out. I don't know who Karen Basson is.
That's who I used to work for.
Oh, okay.
A long time ago.
So you're going to type in Linda's email address that she used for Docusign, because we changed that to our ZipForm username. And then you're going to click in the bottom where the password is. Yeah, you can say forgot password, or you can take that out. It doesn't matter. Just click forgot password.
Okay.
Enter your username below. And then I think it's going to send you an email to change that password. And you need to change it to the same thing as your Docusign password. That's why this is why I've been telling everybody to use their KW email address, because it's a lot easier to figure that out than that. Okay, so you got a code that they're sending you to change your password. VFVVK.
Bren, real quick, I know you're in the middle of this. I just had to turn my head for a second, but you said there was two different ways to reset your passcode on the Texas Realtor site, but do it one way. Is that?
Yes. So you don't want to reset it in settings. You want to always log out and click forgot password, because when you reset it in settings, you have to know your current password, and you don't know it because Texas Real Estate gave you a password, just like they gave you a username.
Okay.
Okay, you got it?
All right. So yeah, just do the log out and then request a new password.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
How do I get rid of this?
You're going to have to do that in your manage passwords. Do you see where it says manage passwords? Well, later you can do that, and you can exit,
okay.
Yeah. And so if you scroll down, you don't want us to all see all that. But anyway, later you can go in there and delete that out when you manage your passwords. You can also do that in the settings of Chrome with the 3 dots at the top of your browser.
Okay.
You have to type in the whole email.
Okay. So I'm just making sure this is where I'm supposed to go.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Let's make sure the new password worked and you can log in. Okay, Carrie, thanks for joining us. If you need anything, let me know. Okay, so let's go back over to Docusign. Let's go to the preferences and then integrations again. Okay, that's in there. We can't change it. It won't let us change it. So go back to your room. Click Documents. And then click the blue Add button on the right. And then click ZipForm. Now we got to enter our username and password for ZipForms. This is the only way I've found that I can get it to link and work, because with the Docusign integration into Command automatically gives you a Docusign ZipForm username and password in your account. Like, it autofills it and will not let you change it. So this is the only way I found that this will work so far. There you go. See, I do know what I'm talking about sometimes, Laura. All right. It says, before adding items from ZipForm, you must link the existing transaction. If the transaction does not yet exist in ZipForm, you can create it by selecting Create below. So we didn't create this transaction yet in ZipForm, so we're going to click Create. So now you can do all your documents in ZipForms and pull them into Docusign and then put them into Command.
Wait, say that again.
You're going to do, just create your room first, and then we'll go from there.
Room for what?
Just call it Shanks, because that's what this room is called.
Oh, okay.
You're basically linking two signing softwares so you can get your documents into Command.
Okay, so I'm going to create a room for every transaction I have.
Yes. In ZipForms, it's called a transaction. In Docusign, it's called a room. In Opportunities, it's called a transaction. It's a little bit of an extra step, but I think it's going to save you nightmares in Docusign, because we've been having some Docusign craziness going on. So you're going to select your ZipForm location. And you're going to say you can either do a library or a linked transaction. So if you've already done the transaction, you can just link the transaction, but you haven't done it. So you just use a ZipForm library.
Okay.
And then it pulls up all. So you can pull. So if you click the second drop-down box, you can pull from HAOR, which is Houston Association of Realtors. I don't know why they put the O in there. And then it's got all those. And then if you don't need a HAR document, you can just pull that drop-down box again and click whichever, if you want TREC or Texas. TXR is Texas Association of Realtors. NAR is the other two that start with NAR. Now you can pull up any document in there as a form. What I suggest is that you go to ZipForms, create the documents, send them for signing, and then pull them into Docusign. So next transaction you have, Laura, I'm going to help you. Okay? And
that'd be awesome.
Don't do it until you get me to help you. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Everybody else got it? Bruce, Ramona, Roxana?
So just hit cancel on this?
Yeah, just click cancel, because there's already documents in here. I don't want to mess up your room. But that's it.
Okay.
Jason?
It's just going to take working with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to take some getting used to, but it's going to be a really good workaround for the glitches we've been having with Docusign.
Okay.
I think I need to change my on my Texas Association Realtor site. It's my Hotmail account, and obviously on my DocuSign is the KW. So I think I need to change it from my Hotmail to my. I mean, the password's the same, but I need to change the email address so that's properly done.
Yeah, change your email address and then change your username.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I have my usernames are linked to different emails.
Okay. If you need help, give me a call. I'm always here from 8:30 to 5:30 in the office every day.
Thank you.
Awesome.
You're welcome.
So
Bren, thank you so much. I feel like an idiot right now.
Oh, no, don't even.
No.
That's why they hired me to help y'all, because they knew this was going to require a lot of problems, and that somebody was going to have to help people with this stuff. It's hard to,
Well,
it's
having
hard.
to go from .loop to this is
Mm-hmm.
a whole lot different.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Mm-mm. And then when you're new, all the different places you have to go sign in. Like you've got HAR and you've got Matrix and you've got Remind and you have ZipForms and you have Command and you have what else do you have? I don't know. I can't think of it right now, but you have so many things. And so, I mean, and then you have MyKW, your KW Connect, KWMC Online. I mean, there's a lot of places on the internet you can get lost and get messed up.
Yes.
All right, Roxana, questions?
Yes, I have a question. So the ZipForm in DocuSign, they have to have the same email?
I would suggest that you use both of them as the same. Otherwise, you're going to get lost and I won't be able to help you.
Okay.
If you know, like your DocuSign email, your DocuSign username should be your KW email.
Yes.
Laura didn't wait for me to help her set that up. So she went ahead of me and did a different email.
No, her DocuSign was already set up.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, she had already.
You just did the connection today?
Yes.
Okay. So.
Sorry, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to do that.
That's okay. It's just that Keller Williams pays for DocuSign. They will not pay for your other email address. They will pay for your KW email address. That is why I said to use your KW email.
I'm gonna have to go change that probably.
I think I can admin that later. I have an admin DocuSign account, so I'll look into it. Anyway, so I suggest using your KW email address as your DocuSign username and also as your ZipForms username. ZipForms is free no matter what username you use. DocuSign is free with your KW email address.
So I just kind of I created the ZipForm with not my KW email, and I did get the DocuSign on KW with my KW email. So I just kind of did this right now. So I'll probably have to follow up with you again because I feel like I missed a couple of points while I was trying to do that. But it's been very helpful because I hadn't even, created those accounts.
Yeah. Well, anytime y'all need me, I'm here. We can always jump on a call if I have time. I do have meetings on Mondays at 11, Tuesdays at 11, and Fridays at 11:30. Those 3 times I cannot talk to you at all.
Okay.
At all. So Mondays at 11, Tuesdays at 11, and Fridays at 11:30. Those are my 3. Like it's my 2 national calls and 1 regional call that I can't miss.
Okay.
And then other times I'm doing training.
So next time I have a transaction, you said, can I use a current one that I have in .loop? And
yes, let's do that. I'll come in there. I'm about to go to lunch. I go to lunch from 1 to 2.
I'm about to leave.
Oh, okay. So we'll do it tomorrow then.
Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow at 9.
Okay, cool. I'll be here. I have a class. I think I'm teaching another class tomorrow. I have to look. I think it's on opportunities. We're just going to go through the opportunity. We'll probably end up going through this a little bit more. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, so should I stop sharing now?
Yes, we don't need to see that anymore.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else, Bruce?
One last thing. I'm thinking it's going to be okay for me to go to edit profile and put in my new email address because it won't let me, have a new account because my Trek license is already linked to.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just go to see if I can edit it on the profiles.
Yeah, you should be able to edit it. Let me go to mine and see where it's at. Give me a second. What did I do with mine?
I'm out in the hall because somebody's working on my computer in my office.
I keep seeing people walk by you. I saw Brian a minute ago, and I'm like, is she sitting outside somewhere?
Yeah, it's because. So, are we done here?
Yes.
Because they need to talk to me about my computer in my office.
I've got you all sorted out now, and we just got to practice on a transaction later.
Thank you, Bren.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Bren.
You're welcome, Jason. Okay, so Bruce, can you see my screen here?
Yes.
You click on me and then the profile and settings, and then you click the About Me section, and here's your email. This is where you change your email address.
Okay, let's see. And this is on the Texas.
It's on.
Oh,
This is on ZipForm.
ZipForms, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
You can also do that on texasrealestate.com too.
That's where I was at. I was on
Okay.
texasrealestate.com, so I guess I got a little confused.
When you do that, it's going to change your username and password. Also, it's going to change your username to get into texasrealestate.com.
Okay,
well.
that's where I'm at now. I was texasrealestate.com, edit profile.
Okay. So this is like TAR. It's like their website. And this is just your information. You can totally change any of that if you want to.
Let's
Click on
see.
contact information, I think.
Yeah, I might have to go to ZipForms where you were there. I don't see where they have a email update.
It's email. So change my account info. I think here it is. So you click change my account info on this side, and then here's your email address.
Let me go on that. Oh, is that under edit? Let me see here. Edit contact. What was that? Change. Oh, okay, change account info. Where did you get that? Let's see. Can you go back one time?
Sure.
To the screen prior to that.
It's not letting me.
That's okay. All right. So
let me go back to my profile. Give me a second. Feels like it's going so slow today. Okay, so edit profile. Sorry, I went too far.
It's okay, I got that.
Okay. And then you click down here, change account info.
Oh, there it is, change account info. Okay.
And then that should pop up with your email address right there.
Gotcha. I can change it there. All right, good deal.
And don't forget to click this update account info button or it will not save.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jason, how are you doing on the ZipForms? Did he leave? Okay, he left.
Okay, bruce.galbert@kw.com and update. All right, that should do it. Let me zip back on over here and refresh this screen. I'm back over to Docusign, so let's see if it.
Have we had an orientation yet?
The one-on-one?
Yeah.
No, I was going to schedule that. I was going to schedule it on my to-do list today. I got to my to-do list. And I was going to email you that I seen the ZipForms and 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 I was like, well, let me get on here real quick because that was one of the things I was going to try to cover with you. Thanks for your emails, by the way. My biggest fear is not getting the business. It's like getting the business and not having these things set up and really looking incompetent. So
that's what you have your whole entire office staff for.
I know.
You go out and get you the business, and then we're here to help you with the rest.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that. So I got back here to the Docusign. I'm under general settings, and you said there was something that we need to lock in there, but I can look at this at another time. You get your lunch in, and eat. You've been on here long enough. I'll set up some time with you, and we'll lock in the rest of this. So I don't want to keep you any longer. You've done a great job. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, of course. And you can call me anytime. And if you need anything, just let me know. And I've got an orientation coming up next week.
Okay.
So get on that. And if you had already come to orientation, we'd already had this set up.
I know.
That's okay. But hey, don't worry about this. This stuff, it will happen whether you have business or not. Focus on your business and growing that.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Okay. Okay, so enable lodging. I don't even know what.
If you want more videos like this one, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.